What if I told you there are companies out there right now on the verge of monumental, game-changing, explosive moves? I'm talking about stocks with the potential to redefine entire industries and make early investors a fortune. These aren't your grandpa's blue-chip dividend plays. These are high-octane, high-conviction ideas for people who are ready to play to win. We are on the hunt for alpha. And tonight I've got two names that are screaming buy, buy, buy. We've got a company building the world's first space-based cellular broadband network. Think about it. Seamless connectivity, anywhere on the planet, directly to your standard smartphone. No more dead zones, no more dropped calls in the middle of nowhere. This is not science fiction, it's happening now. Then, we have another contender in a field so advanced it sounds like it's from the next century: quantum computing. This company isn't just participating, it's building the entire ecosystem, the chips, the hardware, the software. These are the disruptors, the pioneers, the legends in the making. If you only watch one video today, make sure you watch this one all the way till the end. Before we get to the tickers, do me a favor. Hit that like button like it owes you money. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another home run idea. Alright, enough talk, let's get down to business. The first name on my list is a company that's truly reaching for the stars. I'm talking about AST SpaceMobile, ticker symbol ASTS. This isn't just another satellite company, folks. This is the company that's building the first and only space-based cellular broadband network. Let that sink in. They are aiming to provide global, seamless connectivity directly to standard, unmodified mobile phones. We're talking about eliminating the 5 billion mobile dead zones that exist across the globe. This is a total game changer for communication, for business, and for humanity. Think of the implications for remote areas, for emergency services, for developing nations. This is a massive, untapped market. The telecommunications industry is a behemoth, a multi-trillion-dollar giant. But for all its size, it has a fundamental weakness: its reliance on terrestrial towers. You drive a few miles out of town, you go hiking in the mountains, you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and what happens? Your signal disappears. ASTS is building the solution. They are launching a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites that act as cell towers in space. These satellites will connect directly to your existing phone, whether you're using AT&T, Verizon, Vodafone, or any of their other global partners. No special equipment needed. This company has secured partnerships with some of the biggest telecom players on the planet, including AT&T, Vodafone, and Rakuten. These aren't just handshakes and press releases, these are deep strategic alliances. These partners represent a combined subscriber base of over 2 billion people. Why are they lining up to partner with ASTS? Because they see the future. They understand that offering their customers true, uninterrupted global coverage is the ultimate competitive advantage. ASTS isn't competing with them, it's empowering them to expand their service to the ends of the earth. It's a symbiotic relationship that puts ASTS in an incredibly powerful position. The sheer scale of the addressable market is staggering. We're not just talking about providing service to the 700 million people who currently have no mobile coverage at all. We're talking about providing a premium, always-on service to the billions of existing mobile users who constantly move in and out of coverage. Think about the applications for logistics, shipping, aviation, and disaster relief. The potential revenue streams are enormous. This isn't a niche product. It's a fundamental upgrade to the entire global communications infrastructure, and ASTS is the only company with the patented technology to pull it off. This is a monopoly in the making. So, what makes ASTS so special? Why them? It all comes down to their proprietary technology. Their satellites are unlike anything else in orbit. The BlueWalker 3 test satellite, which is already in space, has a massive 693 square foot phased array antenna. This thing is a beast. It's this enormous size and power that allows it to connect directly to a standard cell phone from hundreds of miles up in space. Competitors like Starlink or OneWeb require a special ground terminal, a small satellite dish, to connect. That's fine for a house or a business, but it doesn't solve the problem of mobile connectivity. ASTS's technology leapfrogs the competition by a decade. This technological moat is protected by a fortress of over 2,600 patent and patent-pending claims. They have successfully proven the concept with BlueWalker 3, making the first-ever space-based 5G voice and data calls to regular smartphones. The test worked. The technology is real. Let's talk about the business model because it's brilliant. ASTS doesn't have to spend billions building a customer base from scratch. They plug directly into the existing customer bases of their telecom partners. Think of it like a roaming agreement, but on a planetary scale. When an AT&T customer travels into an area without terrestrial towers, their phone will automatically connect to the ASTS network. Furthermore, the barrier to entry here is astronomical, both literally and figuratively. You need the patented technology, you need billions in capital to build and launch the satellites, and you need the regulatory approvals from agencies like the FCC. ASTS has spent years putting all these pieces into place. By the time anyone else even gets a test satellite into orbit, ASTS plans to have a global network already generating significant revenue. This is a first-mover advantage of epic proportions. The growth story for ASTS is not a matter of if, but when, and how big. Right now, as of August 2025, we are at the inflection point. The de-risking event of the successful Blue Walker 3 test is in the rear-view mirror. The next major catalysts are on the horizon, the manufacturing and launch of their first 5 commercial Bluebird satellites. These are the satellites that will begin generating revenue. Once these satellites are in orbit and switched on, the revenue floodgates will open. We are on the cusp of that transition from a pre-revenue concept stock to a revenue-generating growth monster. Think about the scalability here. The first 5 satellites will provide initial coverage, but that's just the beginning. The plan is to launch a full constellation of dozens of satellites to provide continuous, robust coverage across the globe. Each new satellite launched adds more capacity and more revenue potential to the network. The operating leverage is immense. The core technology and ground infrastructure costs are largely fixed, so as they add more satellites and more subscribers are connected to the network, the incremental revenue flows straight to the bottom line. This is the kind of business model that makes Wall Street salivate. Let's look at the financial projections from analysts who cover this name. They are forecasting a ramp-up to billions of dollars in annual revenue within the next 5 to 7 years, and frankly I think those estimates might be conservative. They are based on capturing just a small fraction of their partners' subscriber bases. What if they're more successful? What if new applications we haven't even thought of emerge? What about government contracts, military applications, the Internet of Things? The upside potential is not just 2 times or 3 times your money. If they execute, this stock has the potential for a 10 times, 20 times, or even greater return over the long term. ASTS currently holds a market cap of about $11.6 billion. In 2024, the company reported revenue of $14.4 million, but also a net loss of roughly $300 million. Despite those losses, AST SpaceMobile has made significant progress toward its ambitious vision of global satellite telecommunications. With a robust cash position of $1.5 billion already allocated for satellite deployment, the company has eased investor concerns about potential share dilution. Their plans are bold. Between 45 and 60 fully funded satellites are scheduled for deployment by 2026, with the goal of offering intermittent service in the United States by the end of this year. This positions AST SpaceMobile as a direct competitor to giants like SpaceX's Starlink, and the market has noticed. Over the past year, the stock has surged about 133%, reflecting strong investor enthusiasm. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing. The company has struggled with operational delays, consistently missing satellite launch targets and pushing back its timeline for commercial service. Financially, losses continue to widen, with higher operational costs outweighing modest revenue growth. And as competition heats up, particularly from Starlink and T-Mobile, AST SpaceMobile's late entry raises questions about whether it can capture enough market share. In short, AST SpaceMobile is a high-risk, high-reward play. The strong cash position and ambitious deployment strategy are promising, but execution missteps and stiff competition remain serious challenges for long-term investors. This is a story of patience and conviction. The stock has been volatile, and the bears will point to the cash burn and the execution risk. But they said the same thing about Tesla when it was building its first factory. They said the same thing about Amazon when it was just selling books online. The greatest returns are made by buying into world-changing ideas before they are obvious to everyone else. Buying now, before the commercial service is live, is your chance to get in on the ground floor. So, why this week? Why am I pounding the table on ASTS right now? Because the clock is ticking, my friend. The market is a forward-looking machine. It doesn't wait for the press release to hit the wires announcing that the first Bluebird satellite is generating revenue. It starts pricing that success in months in advance. We are in that window right now. The stock has been consolidating, building a base and shaking out the weak hands. This is the quiet before the storm. The next major news release about a successful launch or the start of commercial service will be the starting gun. We have a series of upcoming catalysts that could send this stock into orbit. First, any update on the manufacturing progress of the first 5 commercial satellites will be huge. The company has been hitting its milestones, and continued positive news will build confidence. Second, the announcement of a firm launch date with their partner SpaceX will be a massive event. That puts a hard deadline on when the revenue starts. Third, the potential announcement of new strategic partners. While they already have a massive stable of telco giants, adding another major name would be a huge vote of confidence and further expand their addressable market. From a technical perspective, the chart is looking constructive. After a significant run-up on the news of their successful funding, the stock has pulled back and is building a solid foundation. This kind of consolidation is healthy. For those of you who study charts, you're seeing a classic setup for a major breakout. Buying in this zone, before the next wave of buying pressure comes in, is the savvy move. You don't want to be chasing this stock after it's already up 50% on a news event. Don't let the naysayers scare you out of a life-changing opportunity. They'll talk about risk, but what's the real risk? The risk is sitting on the sidelines and watching this company execute its plan flawlessly while its stock price goes to the moon without you. The time for maximum skepticism has passed. We are now entering the period of maximum opportunity. This week is your chance to position yourself ahead of the crowd. Don't miss it. Hold on. Before we get to our next explosive growth stock, I need to talk to the serious players in the room. Are you really ready to take control of your financial destiny? Are you tired of guessing, hoping, and praying for your stocks to go up? It's time to stop gambling and start investing with a proven strategy. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the Value Stocks Investing Master Course. This isn't some boring textbook course. This is a comprehensive, step-by-step video program designed to turn you into a confident, disciplined, and profitable investor. We teach you how to find undervalued companies, how to analyze a balance sheet like a pro, and how to build a portfolio that can withstand any market. This is the exact system that has helped thousands of regular people, just like you, achieve their financial goals. Whether you want to build a retirement nest egg, save for a down payment on a house, or simply generate extra income, this course gives you the tools and the knowledge you need to succeed. We break down complex financial concepts into simple, easy-to-understand lessons. You'll learn about moats, intrinsic value, margin of safety, and all the key principles that separate the amateurs from the pros. Stop listening to random tips from your brother-in-law and start making decisions based on sound, fundamental analysis. The Value Stocks Investing Master Course is designed for your busy life. You can watch the video lessons on your own schedule from anywhere in the world. You get lifetime access, so you can revisit the material whenever you need a refresher. Plus, you get access to our private community of students where you can ask questions, share ideas, and learn from other passionate investors. This is more than a course. It's a community and a support system designed to help you every step of the way on your investing journey. Don't you owe it to yourself to invest in your own financial education? This is the best investment you will ever make. For less than the cost of one bad trade, you can gain the skills to profit for a lifetime. Stop making excuses and start taking action. Click the link in the description and pinned comments. Alright, let's shift gears from outer space to the quantum realm. The next stock that could explode this week is Rigetti Computing, ticker RGTI. If you think artificial intelligence is the cutting edge, you need to pay attention, because quantum computing is the next frontier. It's a technology so powerful it will make today's supercomputers look like pocket calculators. We're talking about computers that can solve problems in minutes that would take classical computers billions of years. Think drug discovery, materials science, financial modeling, and cryptography. The industries that quantum will disrupt are worth trillions of dollars, and Rigetti is a pure-play leader in the space. Rigetti isn't just a software company or a hardware company. They are a full-stack quantum computing company. This is so important. Listen up! They design and fabricate their own quantum chips in their own dedicated lab, Fab 1. They build the hardware systems that house and control these chips, and they develop the software platform, Forest, that allows developers to write and run quantum algorithms. By controlling the entire stack, from the chip to the cloud, they can innovate faster, integrate improvements more tightly, and offer a more cohesive and powerful solution to their customers. This vertical integration is a massive competitive advantage. Who is using this stuff? Rigetti's quantum computers are already being used by major organizations and research institutions through their quantum cloud services platform. We're talking about customers like NASA, the US Department of Energy, and major financial institutions. These aren't just academic exercises, these are real-world clients trying to solve some of their most complex computational problems. As Rigetti's quantum computers become more powerful, as they increase their qubit count and reduce error rates, the number and scope of these commercial applications will explode. They are building the picks and shovels for the quantum gold rush. The race for quantum supremacy is on, and it's a global competition between nations and corporations. Let's dig deeper into what makes Rigetti RGTI a standout. It's their unique fab-to-cloud strategy. Owning their own fabrication facility, Fab 1, is a game-changer. Most other quantum companies have to outsource the manufacturing of their quantum processing units, QPUs. This creates delays, dependencies, and potential intellectual property risks. Rigetti, on the other hand, can go from a new chip design to a finished, testable product in a matter of weeks. This rapid innovation cycle allows them to learn, iterate, and improve their technology at a pace their competitors simply cannot match. It's like the difference between a restaurant that grows its own vegetables versus one that has to buy them from a supplier. The quality and speed are on another level. Then there's their multi-chip architecture. This is a brilliant piece of engineering. Instead of trying to build one single, massive, and impossibly complex quantum chip, Rigetti has developed a method to link smaller, high-performance chips together. This modular approach is more scalable, more reliable, and likely to be the winning strategy for building large-scale, fault-tolerant quantum computers. This isn't just a theory. They have already demonstrated this technology in their latest generation processors. On the software side, their Forest platform is crucial. Hardware is useless without software that can harness its power. Forest provides developers with the tools they need to build and execute quantum programs. By providing cloud access, they lower the barrier to entry for companies and researchers who want to explore the potential of quantum computing without having to buy and maintain their own multi-million-dollar machine. This creates a sticky ecosystem. As more developers learn to use Forest and build applications on it, it becomes the industry standard, creating a powerful network effect that further solidifies Rigetti's leadership position. Finally, the team. You are betting on the jockey as much as the horse. So, what does the growth path for Rigetti look like? It's a multi-stage rocket, folks. In the near term, growth is driven by providing quantum computing as a service, QCAS, to early adopters. This includes government labs, research universities, and corporate R&D departments. This is the current phase, and it's all about getting their hardware into the hands of users, gathering feedback, and demonstrating the value of their systems. Every new partnership, every new contract they sign, validates their technology, and provides revenue that fuels further research and development. This week could bring another one of those key partnership announcements. The second stage, which we are just beginning to enter, is the era of quantum advantage. This is the inflection point where Rigetti's machines can solve a specific, high-value commercial problem faster or more efficiently than any existing supercomputer. The first company to achieve this on a meaningful problem will unlock a torrent of demand. Think about a pharmaceutical company being able to model a new drug molecule with perfect accuracy, or a financial firm optimizing a trading portfolio in real time. The company that provides that capability will be able to command premium pricing and will see its valuation soar. Rigetti is laser-focused on hitting this milestone with its roadmap. The ultimate vision, the third stage, is the widespread adoption of quantum computing across countless industries. As the hardware becomes more powerful and the software becomes more accessible, quantum will become an essential tool for innovation, just like AI is today. Rigetti is building the foundational platform to power this revolution. By being a full-stack provider, they are positioned to capture value at every level, from selling chips and hardware to providing cloud access and professional services. The total addressable market is projected by analysts to grow from millions today to tens of billions of dollars over the next decade. That is the explosive growth wave that RGTI is positioned to ride. Rigetti sits at a market cap of nearly $5 billion with 2024 revenue at $10.8 million and a net loss of just over $200 million. Despite these financial struggles, Rigetti's leadership continues to express confidence. CEO 𝗗𝗑𝗧 𝗖𝗢𝗗𝗘 has highlighted the company's potential to push forward breakthroughs in quantum computing that could transform fields like artificial intelligence. On the technical side, Rigetti recently launched a new 36-qubit quantum computer, underscoring its focus on innovation. But for investors, the financial picture is more troubling. The company reported a narrower-than-expected adjusted loss of 5 cents per share, which was better than forecasts, but revenue still dropped 41.6% year-over-year. Combined with its ongoing cash burn, questions remain about Rigetti's ability to sustain operations without additional funding. Overall, Rigetti presents a mixed outlook. The technology is groundbreaking and the long-term potential is clear, but profitability remains a distant goal. For now, investors remain cautious, weighing Rigetti's technical progress against the very real concerns about cash flow and sustainability. This is your chance to invest in the foundational technology of the future. Yes, there are risks. Quantum computing is hard, but the potential reward is astronomical. Rigetti has the team, the vertically integrated strategy, a clear technological roadmap, and a growing list of blue-chip customers. The stock is trading at a fraction of its former highs, offering an attractive entry point for long-term investors who have the vision to see where this is going. As they continue to hit their technical milestones, the market will wake up to the enormous potential here. The time to build a position is now before quantum advantage is achieved and the stock goes parabolic. Alright, that's the playbook. 2 high-powered, high-potential growth stocks that could make serious moves this week and beyond. AST SpaceMobile, ASTS, and Rigetti Computing, RGTI. One is connecting our world in a way we've never seen before, and the other is building the computers of the next century. These are the kinds of bold visionary companies that can deliver the explosive returns we're all looking for. The homework is done, the case has been made, now the ball is in your court. Are you going to be a spectator, or are you going to get in the game? And hey, if you want to get even more serious about finding these kinds of winners, you need to join my exclusive community. I'm talking about the Stocks Galore Patreon. This is where I share my most urgent trade alerts, my deep dive research reports, and my personal portfolio moves in real time. It's the inner circle for investors who are committed to winning. We have an amazing community of smart, passionate people sharing ideas and helping each other succeed. If you're ready for that next level, go to patreon.com/stocksgalore and join us today. Don't get left behind. Now I want to hear from you. It's your turn to sound off in the comments. My question for you tonight is, which of these two stocks, ASTS or RGTI, are you more excited about and why? Or do you have another high-growth disruptor on your watch list that you think we should look at? Let me know down below. I read every single comment, and your ideas help shape this show. Let's get a conversation going and learn from each other. That's how we all get better. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're as fired up as I am. Remember to do your own homework, but don't suffer from analysis paralysis. Conviction is key. If you got any value out of this, please, one last time, hit that like button, comment with your answer, share this video with your network, and subscribe for more financial investing updates that will help you make some real money. This is your captain signing off. Go out there and get 'em.